Hi Jake, how are you?
I'm so good, thanks. Happy to be here. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. And it's a pleasure to speak to you because a few years ago I caught you in The Mandalorian. That was such a great role, but
Oh, hell
like
yeah. Thanks, man.
yeah, well, very much like Star Wars, Scarpetta has decades of history behind it. So does that bring a lot of pressure when you're coming on board a series like this one?
Yes and no. The pressure lasts only a second, and then you realize the powers that be that have handled these well, franchises doesn't sound very personal, but handled these worlds, handled these whole, sort of microcosms. The fact that those people chose me is it's if anything, it's invigorating more than pressure. I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's an invitation to work my ass off. Like, let's go. Thank you for giving me this burden.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And to explore this younger version of Pete, he's such a layered character in the books and obviously develops over years and years and 29 novels. But knowing where his story goes in the present part of this series, how excited were you to kind of explore his younger years and who he becomes?
Oh, so excited, man. I mean, I love his archetype. I love being like a bit of a brash cop, and he's so well intentioned, but he just gets in his own way, and that's something that I very much can relate to as an individual. So getting to know this guy was it was a bit like a mirror, which is, as an actor, those are the roles that you can only dream about. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And to share this role with your dad as well, obviously with him playing the older Pete in the series, did you guys get to work together much, kind of figure out who this guy was together and how you would
Yeah,
portray him?
absolutely. I mean, that was the bulk of our work because we're never on set at the same time. So all of our work was done off screen, which takes a offset rather, which takes a lot of takes to bring back pressure. It takes a lot of pressure off of it because we're just sort of we'll be like hanging out in on the couch with our scripts and our pens, just sort of, you know, talking shit back and forth, figuring this guy out. And sometimes it feels very academic and very philosophical and very deep. And sometimes it feels like you're like hanging out with your friend at the bar and you guys are making up a movie idea together, and everything in between. The spectrum of our collaboration has been really beautiful and really humbling.
Oh, amazing, because yeah, you are both so great as this character, and
Thanks.
did you turn to the books for any kind of insights into who he was, or were those helpful, or is it almost too much to delve into?
I started reading him, and then I know me, and I naturally will like consciously or subconsciously contort myself to the source material, and that can actually be a bit harmful in the end run. I think there's absolutely a way to stay true to the integrity of Pete Marino as he is in the literature, while giving a fresh perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you do a brilliant job with that because he's one of my favorite characters from the books, and of
Awesome.
course, you're working with Rosie, who obviously is playing the younger Kay as well. What was that like exploring that relationship, and again, knowing how it's going to inform what becomes of these characters down the line in the show?
Oh, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, besides the mirror thing I said earlier, the other thing that you hope you can get as an actor is you get to work with somebody who lights a fire under your ass, and makes you level up and go, damn, this is where the bar is at. She's just, to say that she's incredibly talented would be an understatement. That woman dedicates everything to her craft, and to know that I was, in the ring with her was very humbling and very invigorating. She's awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic. Well, Jake, it's been awesome catching up with you. Lovely to meet you and to speak to you. So thank you
Likewise.
so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Take care.
Have a great day. Congrats on the show.